So Shadow of the Empire on the N64. This game is what some people in the biz refer to as an inter-equal. It's not quite a sequel, but since it falls in the middle of a big story, it wouldn't really be called a prequel either. So let's just call it a play the guy standing in for Han Solo who's trying to save Han Solo, but things change, so he's trying to save Leia from an intergalactic crime lord who wants to become Darth Vader's apprentice. You know what? Yeah, let's just stick with inter-equal. In Shadow of the Empire, you can do some pretty sweet stuff like take down AT-ATs on Hoth, zip around in a jetpack, or fight off the Empire while you escape. But with the good comes the bad, and while there's things that you can do that are cool, you can't do things like fight with a lightsaber, force push anybody, or even strafe from left to right. And I can think of several times where strafing would have come in really handy. I mean, you got all these buttons on the N64, and not one moves you left or right, but 3 of them change to camera angles that you'll never use. But come on, this was the N64. This is a big deal. You actually had a camera now, so you had to sacrifice gameplay so you could do this. Yeah, congrats. I can't get out of the way of my enemies, but I have a killer head of hair. But while the camera setup may have failed, one thing that was total win was the music. When you're zipping around the galaxy in your ship, space sounds pretty cool. Okay, so you heard the good and the bad, but on the grand scale of things, Shadow of the Empire is, yeah, pretty average. But really the only reason why we're looking at it in the vault in the first place is because it's Star Wars. But you want to hear something that's really going to make internet fanboys just freak the fuck out? Okay, so according to Wikipedia, which we all know is never wrong and has yet to steer us poorly, ever, it turns out that Shadow of the Empire, the game, and all the merchandise that came with it was just a test to see if the public still wanted Star Wars. Yeah, if it wasn't popular, we never would have had a re-release of the old movies, which would have never led to this. Dun dun dun! Yup, you paid $60 to be a part of a focus test. And that sucks.